Story mode is what our players know from House Flipper 1.
Yep.
So this is, and Sandbox mode is just like a completely new mode. This is basically like a huge breakthrough for the whole franchise, because building from scratch, building from the ground up are one of the most overused phrases on like, let's say, our Steam forums and stuff like that, and we know that you guys wanted to see that kind of feature, that kind of mechanic for a very, very, very long time.
Also, one of the coolest things about it is that our level designers, Artek and the others, create all of houses that will be in story mode, exactly in sandbox mode.
Yeah,
so they create everything, like all houses that will be in the game, in this sandbox mode.
Yeah, so what it means, you'll be able to use exactly the same tools as the developers when they're creating houses for the main, like the story mode for House Flipper 2.
To some stretch, this is a level editor, basically.
Yeah, this is a level editor, and big news. Hopefully you love it.
I already laid some plans on the ground, but it's just like a few seconds job. You can like expect this to not
Can you
be.
do this one more time? Like,
okay.
Wait. Yeah, did you do that?
Undo redo button, the most exciting things, because now you can, in this mode, you can build few things and quickly go back and forth if you want. I use this all the time. It's just pressing Y and Z. So the first step is for me is basically creating foundations, and on these foundations I'm gonna try to recreate the plan I previously drew to some extent. It's not gonna be like a picture perfect plan, but I think we'll manage. When building walls, we are snapped to the grid, but when placing items, there are two modes, grid snapping and like a free placement that allows you to go a little more detailed.
Like, Okay, so we can build something here. That's the aim, at least. You should be able to build like a house from the ground up, and then share it with another person that is, for example, on PlayStation.
Probably we'll see, because on consoles it's really tricky to share a lot of things, because you have to know what's exactly in those materials that are shared between the players, because it's strictly connected to PEGI and other age ratings. But we'll see how it will work and what we can do with this. But for sure, we'll do our best to give opportunity, at least, to share between platforms, houses, and maybe items in the future. Yeah.
So you made some holes to know where to put the door and the windows.
Yeah, you don't have to do this that way, but I like to start every house with like just planning out the sections that I want to create later. So I plan a living room plus dining here. Here, kitchen with exit to the back porch. A hall, a door to the basement, or to some kind of storage under the stairs that will be here, and a bathroom at the end of the hall.
Can we add objectives to custom houses, much like objectives found in story mode? Yeah, exactly. That's the aim. As I mentioned before, our level designers work in this tool. So they create all of the houses that are available in story mode.
So including objectives,
including objectives, quests, dialogues, and so on. Everything can be customized in some of menus that we won't show you right now. You can customize any of the custom house, and this house will be ready for playing. Also, we've got divided into jobs and houses. So, like in House Flipper 1, jobs are with quests, houses are houses to buy. So you can just toggle one tick to make the house, your custom house, a job, and then you can calibrate it by choosing what kind of quests you'd like to have there, and you have to put dirts and so on, and everything should work.
Nice. So
I can also mention the dimensions of the parcel, because I'm working on the smallest smallest possible.
Oh,
you can actually make it smaller,
right.
But
so you
can go bigger and
wow.
extend this.
Yeah, you can go. You can
you
go
want,
big.
and the environment will adapt, overcome.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay,
And this is
I didn't know.
How cool is that?
I can build a Minecraft house right here, right now, or like a Shrek swamp house, a bunker that I
That's
later
going to be the outside toilet.
delete toilet for and make it.
Oh, roofs.
Shoop, shoop, shoop.
Holy guacamole.
Wait.
Roofs.
I actually want to make it.
Look at those resize options. Oh my god.
Whoop, whoop. Only above roofs. Pick. Shoop. Make.
Wow. That was fast, man. Like,
and this is the.
now I know why you're an architect. Like,
because
smooth,
I can make things
smooth,
fast.
man.
Make.
Yeah.
And this will be later. Okay.
Nice.
Entrance to a basement.
So you can build under the map as well.
Yep. Let me continue.
Creating basements, how it works.
Below this surface there is no like dirt, there is no ground, there is basically a great hollow that allows our PCs to run smoothly, because we don't want that much dirt beneath. So for example, if we want to create a basement, firstly we need to create exterior, then we need to create a room that the basement contains.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just
for
proof of concept.
Yeah,
and
just
what
to
is a
showcase
basement
the
without
options.
flooring? Pick. Shoop. We have, of course, a tool for creating a land hose. This allows you to quickly carve a piece of land and to allow this
so
kind of connection between the ground and the basement floor, and all you need to do is put in some stairs.
this is the future, man. So I see you can actually like insert a window without building a hole first, right? So
yes,
you can just like choose.
the cutting out walls
It's
before
just for the project, kind of.
it's just like a Mike King, okay? I like
it's
to
your
make it like an actual building site, but there's no problem with
requirement.
placing.
Okay, yeah.
As long as it's not like extrudes around
Yeah,
the
yeah,
building,
yeah.
It's perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay, I see. Nice.
About multiplayer. So unfortunately we cannot say much about this right now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're still thinking and maybe working and so on. There will be answers in the future, but right now we cannot say much.
Yeah, follow our devlogs. Our devlogs are basically some news that we're posting on the Steam page for House Super 2. You can find the news section there, and you can see all of our like devlogs there. You guys have to be aware that this is just like a pre-release version. We released the game with a bunch of features, but then House Super 2 is going to get a lot of updates after the release as well. So you can really count on us and trust us that we will be checking your suggestions even like after the release, and we'll try to get them into the game. Quick sneak peek of the items. Could you show that again, please?
Yeah. This is just a frog and
That's an Easter
a
egg.
crab having a dinner and a cake
Nice,
break.
nice. Stream Easter eggs. That's
Stream Easter eggs. Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, yeah.
We are starting
Yeah.
with the roof now.
Yeah, we're
guys.
starting with the roof. Okay, roofing is
Roofing is
an
quite tricky
interesting idea,
at the
like the
beginning
process.
because you have different types of roofs that you can
okay.
choose from, that you can combine one cut in other, etc. But after you placed one roof and try this process for a few seconds, it's like a baby walk.
Yeah,
Give you a tool that was one of the most amazing additions to the game, because in the early development process we had to build walls like one by one and make sure that the walls don't extrude from the roofing.
Nice, and now you have like
one of the things that the Waldorf, I think one of the programmers did, is an option to limit creating walls by the roof. So now I can simply set this wall to build, make average height,
again,
bank, and all the walls above the roof are automatically cut.
Removed, yeah.
There is also a second option. If you did a no-no and you did forget about this, you can basically build, and it's looking pretty crappy, but in the options to remove walls, you can select
only above
roofs
with Q.
Yep.
So it's in the left low corner. The Q is like a nice switch also in the flipper mode, like in the story mode, because you have some tools like the hammer, for example, that is switchable with Q, so it just either removes like one block or it's
Are there going to be friend system when you can see how others build houses? How others build houses, so you are talking about something like spectating. I'm not sure. We can think about it, let's say. We hadn't that in plans, but that's an interesting idea. So
yeah, as we've said, even after the release of House Flipper 2, we'll be taking like a lot of suggestions from you guys, and we'll
definitely
see what kind of features we'll be able to get into the game.
This is another interesting case, how the roofs actually combine, because right now the roof is like coming inside the interior, and we of course don't want to do that, so I want to make like an extrusion roof that will allow this to be an room. And how roofs work, they are basically cutting each other, but let me place
it was pretty visible when you just like punched it down, or right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so in House Flipper 2 you are able to create ethics, and that's pretty cool. And that was really hard to create this code, implement. Yeah. Also we've got custom color, as you can see here, and you can just pick a custom color. But it's safer for you to use our color palettes, because they are really well thought. But
this is like insane, because this is such a big feature, and we never talked about this. Like we gave some ideas that it may be possible, and now we're like, yeah, look at this guy. The bar moves this. That's cool. Yes.
Undo and redo. There is
you can basically undo and redo everything I'm doing right now. It's not just like painting walls. I can like remove all this, and by pressing Z I can just
You are brave.
Come on. If you like placed your house in the wrong spot at the beginning and you want to move it to a little left of your parcel, you don't have to basically destroy the whole building down. You can use this tool. Oh, I didn't code it fully. Catch it, and using some Y and X axis. Yep, because I want to like raise it later. I want it to be elevated above the ground, and I forget about it at the first point, because I want this to be like a porch, like a covered porch, and this type of houses regularly are above the ground.
Look, see, people are saying, "Oh,
woo!" Now you understand. So you can pick the fragments of the parcel,
not you.
And
you
can
move
it.
Be like in the in the ground. Sorry. You too, Grass. What are you doing?
Is it possible to duplicate this house?
Yeah, you need 1 hour more, and Artek will duplicate it.
Oh.
This is actually
that would be a nice feature.
Yeah, like that's good feedback.
We don't have it right now, but
it wouldn't be such a problem.
Yeah, it can be. Like in many things here, when you are using this moving tool, we are just
copying.
I'm
copying like this window right now. This door right now.
Yeah.
I can copy this roof right now.
Oh, stop it, bruh. This wall, can you tell what the height is?
For now, I don't think we have a ruler tool, but I'm basically using a build wall tool that allows me to.
So we have the number there.
Easily.
2.8 meters. and it's like it allows not only in one axis to measure only in one axis, but a few, two to be exact.
There will be shortcuts for tools. Artek, show them.
Artek, show them.
So you can basically drag any tool you want and put it here. But I'm so used to clicking right mouse that I never use it. I must say.
Yeah, sure, but you've got here.
The option is here. The option
exactly.
Is
here. Will there be round walls on the release date? For sure, no. But we think about it. So we've got this in our backlog. So yeah. So there's a question about plan view. You can show it, but it's still under development. But why not?
Yeah, with one button you can go like straight to the top view.
That was actually one of the bigger questions on House Flipper 2 Steam community. I remember, like people were asking about this kind of feature. So here it is.
Yeah, but as we said, this is still under development. This development build, may change. That particular tool is really hardly for using for people that want to make it really fast. It's buggy sometimes.
But it's there. It's good for prototyping. I can quickly place some rooms, and it will. The nice thing is that while in this view and selecting a few options, you can basically cut the house at the height that you selected in this mode. So if you want like to hide roof because you want to think about the plans at the ground floor again, and you already built the upper floor, you can basically hide the whole upper floor and like redo this step. And also you can plan in this because I created this cube like a second ago.
Yeah.
There are still questions about Steam Workshop. So we mentioned it before, but for you right now again. No, we are not planning to support Steam Workshop because this is not cross-platform. We think about other solutions. For now we can say that we think about solutions similar to Steam Workshop. We cannot say that it will be on the release date, but we will be able for sure to share houses by some tool similar to Steam Workshop but cross-platform. Will there be properties that are on sloped piece of land or other interesting terrain features on the plots?
We'll get to that in the last step. Okay?
We are closer and closer. We'll be landscaping within the next 20 minutes or something like this.
Yeah. Nice. It starts to look juicy.
What's the minimum graphics card? We didn't. We don't have a minimum right now because we're still working on it.
We'll figure it out in the future, definitely, because in order to, check out how it works, release the game, we'll have to give you some minimum requirements, and we will let you know.
Not right now. It works on PC with 1070 GTX graphic card,
and it works like flawlessly.
Yeah.
So it's really smooth.
The next nice feature that that you can do in the editor, and I think also in a campaign, is copying styles and copying properties of some items. So for example, let's say I made a no-no and I don't like the color of these windows, and I want them to be like a little more like that. And doing this process of changing this one color on the all windows, it's pretty tedious. So we have quick redesign tool that allow you to copy and paste the style on the items in the same category.
Damn.
So for example windows, but also all the other items like for example roofs. I don't like this roofing, I prefer this one. And like make it like contrasty, green contrast with with orange.
Demon Pixie says windows are too close to the doors. Lol.
Yeah.
Lol.
Artec. Wow.
Artec, are you
I will
architect or-
fix this later. Okay.
No,
Okay.
Architect, we can, like, from now on, we can call him the feature man.
The-
He's like, here is a new feature, and everyone goes silent, and
Man
Architect,
from the future.
man from the feature dimension.
Let's make some details to
He-
the house.
He's like showing you all the features.
Are there plans for PS5 version to take advantage of the DualSense controller's capabilities? Probably. Right now we are working on making this game working on the consoles. So after that, yeah, we'll think about supporting the controllers and additional features.
Someone wrote, pick jako tako I fajran. No, only quality stuff, man. Like,
30%.
no. Only the biggest, like, highest quality. Wait, so what do you mean by the second way? Could you show that?
Because you can basically customize
So you have the
most of the mosaics that you put on the material.
and you have a
and s-
direction.
Yep.
So settings, material, and you can even like
you can
set
see
it
in
to
the lower left corner
yeah.
how the material changes as I change the material direction.
That's so cool.
And it's still not that way. I want this like
Yeah, exactly.
This way.
Like always, when we are talking about House Flipper and people don't know it, we say that House Flipper is basically Sims, but without Sims and from the first perspective.
Yeah.
Will the game be moddable, like make your own furniture textures? It depends. We've got in our mind that we like to make this game as expandable as possible. So many features like paintings inside of the house, like portraits, like descriptions and so on. There will be possible to be modified. At least we'd like to make it possible. Right now we are doing our best to provide this opportunity. About furnitures and textures, it's more tricky. We want to make it similar to House Flipper 1, that you are able to have furnitures from Steam Workshop, but it won't be for the release date for sure, because yeah, right now we've got some game to flip, and we have to create it before other moddable things and extensions.
Yeah. So
Can we mow the grass? This is Sandbox mode, so you can put the grass and
I actually gonna first paint some.
okay, the feature man is working now.
yeah, that's the new feature.
Later edit the
And-
foliage. We currently have 3 modes: wild, tidy, and cut. Cut is basically speaks for itself. It's no grass. Tidy is like
A little bit of grass.
a little bit of grass, and wild is all the.
We're going wild.
We're gonna wild.
Woo!
Will there still be new houses etc added to House Flipper 1?
Nice.
Yeah, for instance, in the upcoming update,
Spring
update?
Yeah, the
spring
spring
update, yeah,
update.
exactly. Then in Farm DLC and so on.
Yeah.
We don't want to abandon House Flipper 1. We'd like to create those two products simultaneously right now and in the near future. Clear. Are we getting half walls?
Half walls, like walls to like half of a height.
Yeah.
Oh come on!
Let's do it.
Bada bing, bada bong.
Man, the thing is that we don't
Done.
have
Rock material.
the restricted height of the wall.
Yeah. So the wall can be like one block.
Yeah, the minimum block is
0.2.
Yeah,
0.2 meters.
0.2 meters.
And with the development of House Flipper 2, we were trying to be as transparent as possible. Like Sibuk here, for
Yeah.
example, he's a guy like, everybody is maybe kind of worried, should we pre-record this? And Sibuk like comes out and he's like, no, we're gonna play it live because we're not afraid. And it's like,
We don't want to give you false impressions.
Yeah.
We'd like to show you what we've got, and yeah, just hype you as much as possible, because we are hyped also. Like, this is a first time that we show Sandbox mode.
Yeah.
And this is first time when we show that someone can build a house, and we decided to show you that Artek will build the whole house, the whole exteriors
live.
How crazy is that, you know?
I want to like make it go up once again, because I want to make a little hill beneath it.
Let's make it go up.
Oh, yeah.
How many items are in HF2? I don't know exactly, more than 1.5k, but it's still growing, because we are still under development, so a lot. And also all of those items you'll be able to customize, change small parts of those, change materials, and so on, so on. So yeah, a lot of possibilities.
Okay, and now let's sculpt. Let's select the height that I want to reach with this house, 0.8 meters.
Yes.
More steadily. Let's start with 0.4. Let's select the bigger area.
Is the default furniture content gonna be bigger? Bigger than what?
0.8.
Like
bigger than what we
got right now in House Sleeper 1, or bigger than what House Sleeper 1 had on the release date?
I think bigger than what you just said, because you just said it was like 1.5k.
So bigger than I said, yeah, definitely.
So the 3D artists are constantly working on new stuff.
Exactly.
And
it would be really hard to beat House Sleeper 1 on this stage right now with a lot of DLCs, because we worked on House Sleeper 1 like 7 years, putting everything together. But yeah, that what you can see right now, that's the beginning of the adventure of House Sleeper 2. So the state of what we've got right now, the items and so on, yeah, we are already proud of it, because
that's only the beginning.
Yeah, that's only the beginning. Sky is the limit.
Yep.
Possibility to like sculpt the terrain however you want.
Terrain, you can just make some mountains, some adjustments, lower, upper, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang. Beautiful.
I wouldn't call that beautiful, but it proves the point, okay?
So you can make a Hobbit house.
Yep. It might be a little buggy, but come on. Bang. Bada bing, bada bang.
The mechanics look really, really good. It's just very sad about the graphics. Something for something, Queenie 22. Like, we had to choose something. If we wanted to develop something more than House Sleeper 1 in terms of mechanics, we had to decide to move towards this style of graphics. But trust me, if we've got the proper house with proper lighting and the right mood, it looks even better than House Sleeper 1.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like you are about to see some really impressive screenshots, guys, on the next streams and stuff like that.
Especially it's coherent, and that's really, really cool.
It really looks good, even without the very realistic approach.
Yeah,
I
like
would say so.
I've been waiting for 2 years to see the right screenshot from House Sleeper 2 to say that yeah, it looks great. And like half year ago or 1 year ago, I went into one of Artek's houses and said, "Oh my goodness, that looks really, really good." And yeah, that was the proof that we are going into the right direction. Rexberg last time about Farm DLC statement, because people right now
when
asking
is
about
Farm DLC coming out? Yes, the release date for Farm DLC is something we are pretty sure of right now, but we are not going public with it at this very moment. But in March we are going to go for like a big Farm DLC developer stream, and we'll answer all the questions. We'll give you like a precise release date.
Without a plane?
We'll answer any questions about all the features, the amount of items, the amount of features, all that kind of stuff. But today we're unfortunately not ready. We're almost ready, but not quite ready to talk about Farm DLC and answer every question. But that's going to be possible very soon. So yeah, March, big Farm DLC stream. Be there.
This is a sandbox mode. So it's created for fast prototyping, creating maps for the house flipper.
And also creating jobs as well.
Yeah, and creating
so
jobs.
You can put your own objectives into this house.
Our graphic design, our level designers work in this tool. So if they work in this tool, you'll be able to work also and create same things. So that's really cool. And this house is the basics. This is just the exterior of this house, and in the next stream we'll be creating the interior of this house using the items, tools, and so on. We show you a lot of things, but keep in mind that we just started.
We just scratched the surface.
It's just the start.
It's just the start. We've got a lot of things
so
to
thanks
show you.
a lot once again.
Much. That was a pleasure.
That was a pleasure indeed.
Pleasure to build for you.
Yeah, exactly. And see you in the future, guys.
And as Xibuk says, we are flippers, you are flippers.
We are like big flipper family.
See ya, guys.
Yes.
Bye.